So I want to be an artist, but not just any artist, I want to be an Impressionist artist. But what does that mean for me? What's Impressionism? It's when an artist focuses on capturing light and color in a very loose way, rather than capturing details like what you see in realism. I recently went to the Chicago Art Museum, and I was enamored by the work of Gustave and Monet. To me, their work feels like a memory, near dreamlike, but I mean in the sense that it feels like I've been there before. The way that these artists capture light, color, and movement in their works has completely inspired me to find a stronger sense of discipline in my work. Until the recent year, I've not considered myself an artist. I've always just thought of myself as someone who likes to paint. I've had friends and family argue me this, but I've just never felt disciplined enough to call myself an artist. I've come to terms with what I think I really meant was that I didn't have a direction. So once I felt this boldly impactful inspiration from these Impressionist artists, I just wanted to latch on to that feeling and use it to create a plan so that I can become a better disciplined artist. So I've established a 30-day plan. Now at the end of this term, I do not expect to have any sort of masterpieces behind me, but what I do expect with this plan is to create discipline, routine, and an understanding of light and color. For the first 10 days, my plan is to work with oil pastels. This is so that I can learn to draw the structure of different unique shapes in a very loose way while still using color. I've already got a start on an oil pastel drawing. It's linked below. It's done in real time. This drawing took me about 45 minutes. There's no voiceover or talking in this video. It's just my drawing and then some jazz music because jazz tends to make everything better. With these drawings, my plan is to focus on nature. I don't have a set list of references, but I know myself and I do tend to stick with florals, which honestly I think is a pretty good subject for beginner Impressionist artists. That was a mouthful. Over the next 10 days, I'm going to begin working in acrylic paint, and my plan is to use the same references that I chose for the drawings, so in the end I can compare. During the acrylic session, I plan to focus on just how exactly the direction and grain of my brush strokes affect the overall flow of the painting, while also taking into consideration the structure of my painting, the colors, and the light. For the last set of 10 days, I again will use the same references. However, I'll be working with oil paint, which I've dabbled in the past before, and I find them very difficult, but also very fun. During the last 10 days when I am using the oil paint, I plan to take in all the little bits and pieces that I've absorbed and learned over the previous weeks and really hone in on the Impressionist style. My hope for this is by the end of the 30 days, I may not have improved skill set. These paintings may not even be that great. However, I'm hoping at the end of 30 days, I find a sense of accomplishment, I find discipline, and I find routine, which I do believe are amazing characteristics for any artist to have. At the end of my 30 days, I plan to go do some plein air for the first time. Let me know if you have any tips or ideas for how to get through the next 30 days.